Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Julie from Living Large on Lifetime, and today it's time for another Wednesday weekly. That's right, our weeklies are now down to one page with a recipe. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, because I feel like when I was a new member at Weight Watchers, I wanted as much information as possible, as much material to read as possible. I just wanted everything, every morsel that they could give me. So now that we're down to just one page for the weekly, it's really up to the coach to provide that extra motivation and that extra information. So I'm sure that's good for coaches, so that we can fine-tune our coaching skills and be able to really lead and inspire the members, but it does make it a little bit harder with just one page. But we're going to go over the weekly today. The topic for this week is about shifting your mindset, and we are all of us, no matter what journey we're on, there's always going to be obstacles that we face. It's our reaction to these obstacles that is really going to determine our success or our failure on this journey. I don't really want to say failure, because it's never really failure if you can pick yourself up and learn from each of these obstacles. So we're going to talk about two mindsets today. One is called a fixed mindset. Forgot for a second. One is called a fixed mindset, and one is called a growth mindset. So a growth mindset is like a mental superpower. It helps you believe that things can actually change for the better. You see setbacks as a chance to grow and learn skills that help you make healthy choices. Now, the opposite of that is a fixed mindset, and this is usually the negative mindset. This is when you feel that things can't change, you're less open to challenges, and you feel you can't do something. But you can actually, with some practice and some mental focus, you can shift yourself from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. It just does take a little practice. Now, a fixed mindset usually starts with the words I can't, or I won't, or I'll never be able to, so it can oftentimes be very, very negative. The way we can change a fixed mindset to a growth mindset is by doing a reality check on the statements that we're making internally in our head. So a thought that says I'll never be able to, or I can't, would be an example of a fixed mindset. But a growth mindset, you really need to question that statement. That's an absolute statement, and is it true? Not necessarily. For example, a fixed mindset is I'll never be able to do this. It's not even worth trying. Definitely a fixed mindset. But to reality check that, first of all, take a look at the word never. That's where I get hung up. Never is never. You can't say something that will never happen, because you don't know until you try. So reality check is I might not be sure that I can do it, but I can learn how along the way, and at least try. So the growth mindset then that comes from the reality check is, yes, it's a challenge, but I've overcome challenges before, and with time I know I can do it. Much more positive, much more challenge overcoming. You know, we all have this ability within us to really prompt ourselves and encourage ourselves and motivate our own selves just by the way we talk to ourselves in our mind. So just by really examining that fixed mindset statement, we can change the language. Instead of I can't, we can make it, yes, this may be a challenging situation, but if I try this, maybe I can. Whatever. So think about some times in your life, or maybe even in your most recent Weight Watchers journey, where you've had some challenges along the way. Maybe you didn't overcome those challenges. Maybe you didn't fly over these hurdles and leaping big hurdles and flying colors, you know what I'm trying to say. Maybe you didn't pass the hurdles and you didn't make it past the challenge with flying colors, but you can change your mindset to a growth mindset by examining the challenge and seeing where you could maybe do things differently and how you could approach it in a more positive manner. For example, I did laundry this last week very late at night at a laundromat that is right next to Domino's. I was not hungry. I was bored. I was listening to an audiobook, and I was just literally bored. I was not hungry, but I had Domino's pizza. Now, my fixed mindset says I cannot do laundry at that laundromat ever, because I will never be able to say no to Domino's. Now, if I take a reality check and look at that statement, will I never be able to say no to Domino's? No, I'm stronger than that. I can say no. I just have to practice and practice my own motivation skills and my own tools that I know how to avoid boredom eating, I need to practice those things. So my growth mindset would be, yes, it may be a little challenging for me to do laundry at that particular laundromat, but I don't necessarily need to eat pizza just because I'm there. Okay? So think about a challenge that you've had recently in your weight loss journey. How can you turn it around from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset? It's absolutely possible. We are all in this together. We all have so many of the same challenges. We just need to practice shifting our mindset from the negative to the positive, and then you can do whatever it is you think you cannot. So this week, pick a challenge that affects your journey, one you've thought will never change, and then it has a space here. It says in the space below, write, reality check the thought to shift it to a growth mindset. Then notice when the thought comes up this week and apply what you've practiced. So that's it, guys. It's really just, we're all going to face challenges. We need to learn how to react properly and positively to those challenges. The recipe this week is, it looks amazing. It's baked potato with saucy tomatoes and poached egg. Whoa! That looks awesome. So I will type up the recipe for you guys. It'll be in the description box down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on shifting your mindset. Do you have any thoughts on how to be more positive in your journey? Do you have specific challenges that you would like help with on how to be more positive or how to learn from the challenges that you faced? Let me know down below. Let's start some dialogue and help each other out. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next Wednesday.